Okay, no, yeah, okay, I'm recording everything now.
Cool.
Okay.
What are you recording it on?
Just my OBS.
Nice. Cool. Um,
Okay.
all right. Any, uh, I guess like any before going in and starting to look at some VODs, any like preliminary questions that you have against Falco that are like sticking out?
Not really. So this is like the
Okay.
last matchup where I'm like, I really don't know what to do. There was only really ever Fox and Falco. Other matchups, like feel like I would have figured them out just by playing more, and I kind of already have. But like,
Right.
yeah, this is the last character. I'm like, I literally don't know what to do. I feel like I'm just cheesing my opponents,
Yeah,
and
and on it, it's Falco is so hard.
and I'm going to my first local on Sunday,
Oh shit, nice.
and I wanted to like have a quick understanding of every matchup. So this is why I like took this lesson now just this week. It's because I want to go there and be like get the
Be
most
ready
I
for any bracket.
yeah the most I like, get the most I can get. If
Hell
that
yeah.
makes
Well,
sense.
I'm excited for you. First local. That's real fun.
Yeah, it's a, it's like the only really local in my region. It's like every 2 weeks I think. Although last time they didn't do it because not enough people showed up.
Oh,
So
rip.
I hope this week it works out. But yeah,
Yeah.
I booked my train ticket. I'm gonna go there. I'll
Oh,
see.
nice. How long of a trip is it for you?
It's just I mean to get to the train station is like 45 minutes or 30 minutes, and then the train itself is the train ride is 1 hour, and then
Okay.
it'll be 15 minutes to get to the place. So it's like, yeah, 1 hour 30, something like that. But I don't really mind it. Like, I'll just think about melee on the ride.
Yeah. Well, awesome. I'm looking forward to it for you. That's super
uh,
fun.
I
Do you
feel
know is there a stream at that local?
I don't think so. At least they've never mentioned it on the like. It's in a gaming bar, I guess. It's not
Okay.
really a gaming bar, but kind of is. They
Right.
they say like they had stream setups there, but I don't know if like the local itself do streams. So I'll just see, I guess.
Gotcha.
But
Well, cool.
would be cool if I could see like back the games.
Yeah. And especially like as far as like VOD review goes, in my opinion, it's like watching over your tournament sets, right? Like, not like immediately after the tournament, but like the day or two after the tournament, where you can still remember like why you were doing what you were doing is huge because obviously, like, yeah, the decisions you make in game might be right or wrong, but it's like why you make them is a lot more important than the actual decisions themselves sometimes because like why you make them can sometimes you can make the right decision, like you can make the wrong decision for the right reason, and it's like understanding that okay, that wasn't necessarily like never do that option, but just like got to contextualize it. So just understanding why you're making the decisions you are is always great, and reviewing your vods like shortly after you play those matches helps you like remember what kind of headspace you were in. But let me go ahead and get my Slippy launcher and screen share up.
I wonder how I'll do. I,
Yeah, I'm curious.
I don't want to go O2. I think I have chances because like my region doesn't seem to be very good. Like I don't say this to be mean, but like there's no PR players or anything, so I should be good.
Hell yeah. Oh, my cat just jumped up on my desk. Hello. All right. Um,
So this
this
was
one.
just the games I sent were from today. I usually like
Okay.
always, even last time I always pick the latest game because I feel like I get better every day. So I feel, when I look VODs from previous day, it's like there's stuff I don't do. So I always want to get like the freshest games to give.
Right. Yeah, and especially like the earlier on you're into like starting to improve and like learning matchups. Learning matchups, you see so much change just like every match.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey, like I've learned this one thing and now it saves me in so many different situations. I've watched the this is the fourth VOD. I've gone and I've already watched the first three. My first note, or just like my one big anti-Falco tip, is if you're at like 40-30% or lower, jumping into his down air is amazing.
Yeah.
It is so good. You just down smash him afterwards, or just grab him. It just like basically just gives you a reset. So just if you're able to with Falco, I would just keep that in mind. Is that jumping into down air, kind of similar to Fox? Just jump up, SDI it down and away, get to the ground as fast as you can. With Falco, it's like less. The SDI is less critical because it's a single hit and it's going to send you straight to the ground. So it's really just a matter of whether you're at knockdown percent or not. But the SDI can still help you, especially if like the Falco is doing some more like fade back dares and trying to like do a dare on your shield, bait out a shield grab, and then forward smash it or something like that. Like the SDI can help follow the Falco. If you're worried that he's going to be doing a fading back down air and try and like whiff punish whatever you do after you get hit by it, you can try and like SDI in towards the Falco so that your down smash is closer, or that you're like in range of a grab or something. So yeah, jumping into Falco down air at low percent, broken. And from the games I saw, again, like the short rough. The short hop up air usage is really, really nice. Like just in those first three games, there were a lot of just good platform pressure and getting dares with up air.
Yeah. This Falco didn't use a lot of full jumps. Like I would often like trade because he was doing short hops instead of full hops. I'm more used to like I just kind of spamming against Falco, but this guy was more like a short hop type, I guess. So a lot of the time it just my rippers just got beat or like traded. So
yeah. Well, and in those situations, like if it's more of a short hop Falco and he's just like short hop daring at you over and over again, or like in a lot of these situations, you've got like really nice tech chase follow ups. Like you just catch him on the ground and you're following his tech options really well. And so you can like kind of pre-implement that, just like know that if he's always coming in with short hop down air, you can just okay. Man, so the cutouts on the replay browser still just give me sometimes. I hate it when that happens. It's so sad. But yeah, just like right there, you followed his roles really well. So just like on a player matchup, it was always already just really nice.
Yeah, the guy had bad habits. He would always take in place too, but I didn't read taken place once for whatever reason. He also always started the game with side Bs, like to top that, which was the back here.
Right here, you've got the right instinct. You got lasered, and then you were like, okay, I need to get back because another laser down air is coming in. But I wouldn't go into shield. If shielding against putting yourself in shield in this position is just kind of limiting your own options, because you dodged the down air, so you could have just like down smashed or done an earlier back air, because the shield and the wait too long gets you shined out of it. But you had the right idea there of like moving back and punishing the Falco and like not doing it with a wave dash, because the wave dash might have gotten caught by that second laser. Well, Nana ate it. but sometimes it eats. Sometimes it just hits both of you when you're standing right there.
Yeah.
And so I like just the immediate dash back, just like getting out of there with as little time wasted as possible. Uh, and then like even then, if you do a shield to like shield stop yourself,
Oh yeah, I could have done. Yeah, I never do
just
that.
like
That's right.
a quicker back air, but like just get that positioning, so that way you don't like have the friction of the slide if you're wanting to go for a back air. Um, and also if you like do a shield stop and immediately jump out of it, then if you were to shield the down air, you're more likely to power shield it. So
I don't
you're
think
you're
I've
in a better spot that way.
I don't think I've ever gotten a power shield in like 4 months of playing.
Oh damn.
I just don't try really, but yeah, it's just not something
Well,
I do.
it's a nice option for like stuff like that where you're wanting to put yourself in a situation where you don't want your shield to get hit, but if your shield is going to get hit, like better that it's a power shield than not. And so just like mitigating the amount of time you're in shield, just like shielding for literally a frame and then immediately jumping out of it, uh, then that can just like sometimes create power shields for you in a way if you're just like timing it right.
The dashback master.
Oh, the dashback on the grab. There, honestly, that would probably be a better time to shield. Um, First off, right here in this position, Falco is like landing on the top platform. He's already in his down air, so he can't like fall through. So in this situation, he can't do anything if you up air him right here. Like he just there is literally nothing he can do to dodge this up air at this point. So if, like right there, instead of falling to the ground, you double jump up air, then that'll knock him down, and then you're in a good pressure situation. Um, yeah, the dashback was clean. But right here, after you get hit by that laser when you're that close, I would say crouching is probably not like the worst option, but it's in this instance, I would say worse than shield. Because you're gonna just get down air. Your crouch cancel isn't gonna do anything to down air, and if you get grabbed, your crouch isn't gonna do anything. So I would say if you get hit by a laser, I either like shield to shield the shine or down air that's following, or you could try and if you think if it's like a if the Falco likes to laser grab a lot, then that's a good spot dodge time. But spot dodging is scary, but it's like
Never.
if
do
you're
it.
man.
I don't roll enough. Like I never do it. I just back air out of shield like against Fox, but spot dodge is really something I never do. I don't.
It can be such a good option. It's scary and definitely like you don't want to get into a bad habit of only spot dodging. But definitely something I would look to implement a little more, against Falco specifically, like getting a spot dodge on a shine or a grab, or sometimes even like a down air. That can just be all you need. Like you get the spot dodge on the down air, he might miss his L cancel timing, and then you've got to punish, or you just even if he gets his L cancel timing, you've dodged the down air completely, and then like if he gets caught in this situation, if you spot dodge the down air, Nana is still going to get hit by it. And so that's going to put the Falco in hit lag because he's hitting your Nana. But your spot, like, say you spot dodged here, then you just have the freest hit on this Falco. And so you can use that where you know your Nana's running in, and you're not synced up with her and she's gonna get hit. If you know that she's gonna get hit, sometimes using that hit lag to your advantage and like spot dodging or even like rolling against down air is risky. You might get like caught out of the roll by the down air sometimes. But yeah, just consider spot dodge as like an out of shield option against Falco, because it can really save you sometimes. Another thing, it hasn't really been much of an issue against. I don't think it's been an issue against this Falco, but Falcos that like are doing fading back down airs like this right here. When I see this Falco go for this air in my head, it's like this Falco is going for a fade back down air and then gonna forward smash the shield grab, because you have been consistently shield grabbing the Falco's dares, and that's because they've been working. He's been giving you no reason to not shield grab them. But just keep in mind that you don't want to always shield grab Falco dare. You do run the risk of the Falco being ready for it and forward smashing you, or just like running back, dash backing, coming in and down airing you again or something. But probably a forward smash. So just something to keep in mind is like what kind of like how often the Falco is doing those kinds of down airs. But if they're just doing down airs like into your shield like that, then yeah, you're fine. Especially that one where like Nana got hit but you stayed in shield. That's a shield grab. Sometimes you might try and go for a shield grab and get shined out of it if the Falco's really tight on his pressure. And so that's like shield grabbing against down air isn't reliable, A, if they space, or B, if they're like fast on it and don't get caught in any kind of like weird double hit lag or anything. But if like your Nana ever gets hit, and against Falco, like against Fox too, but against Falco it comes into play a good bit of like using Nana as a meat shield and like not necessarily letting her get hit, but in situations where like it's kind of a question of if she's going to get hit or not, or you think she's going to get hit, just accepting that and using that as your opening against Falco. Because even those couple frames of extra hit lag can be the time you need to get that grab or down smash out of shield or something. Just whatever it is. And also another good anti-down air option. It also involves power shielding, but like just power shield back air or power shield down smash, depending on where they end up. Because it's a single hit, so you're able to power shield it, unlike Fox's. But you do run the risk of like if you're walking up to the down air and being like, okay, my counter to this is power shield. It's much more important that you hit that power shield than like if you were just going for a different option. So it's a risky one. You got to be like more comfortable with the timing, but it can just having a bunch of options against Falco down air or like you don't have a bunch of options, but like trying to use all of the options that you do have and vary them up is gonna like keep the Falco from getting too comfortable on your shield. Because if Falco gets like comfortable on your shield and is just going apeshit on it, there's not a ton that you can do. And so it's a tricky spot. And so like throwing yourself into shield is risky, but sometimes you gotta do it, especially if they're like running in and down airing like that.
Should I just be like constantly a bit out of range of like approaching down air then?
I would say either a tiny bit out of range or like in range, but where you're able to dash back and like punish it. And I don't want to say ideally, but a lot of times that entails sometimes you're in a position where you have enough room to dash back you and get Nana out of there and then punish the Falco. But that's another situation where sometimes like you play like right at the threshold of that range and then you dash back and dodge it, but Nana's not fast enough, so she gets hit by the down air, and then that's your opening on Falco, is that like you got the dash back and he went in on Nana, and so you can just like dash back, wave dash back in, and then down smash where he and Nana are gonna be, or like back air it or grab it or do whatever. But like playing right, both like, because you don't want to play always outside of the range, because then he's not a Falco that recognizes that you're outside of that range isn't going to go for it. You got to like go into the range a little bit to make it an option that the Falco wants to go for. So it just like towing that line, and that's another place where like dash dancing can be really really good. Is it doesn't even really matter if that Nana's not dash dancing with you, because you are likely going to be using the fact that she's going to be getting hit as you're opening, and so her getting like kind of, you know how like when you dash dance she gets kind of like pushed forward a little bit and just confused.
Yeah.
Using that to like keep Nana in front of you, and then you just like react and keep your dash back whenever the Falco comes in, and then you just go right back in. So it's like it's a very consistent way to use dash dancing as dual climbers that works out, and it like mitigates the problem that often comes with it, that Nana just gets confused and fucked. Because Falco's going to be like throwing lasers at you, Nana will eat the lasers that you're just dash dancing. Nana's confused in front of you, Falco shoots a laser, you get to keep your dash dance up, and Nana just eats the laser and then is still confused. So, like, that dash dancing is, you want to make sure you're doing it at a range where you have room to get out, but it's very very effective. I also I love the short hop up airs after the ledge dashes. I've seen like a couple on these first few VODs. And it's just great ledge option. Keep it up.
Yes.
Because it just like, short hop up air is so good.
Yeah.
It's insane. Up air is just, I think it's Icy's best move, and the fact that it just auto cancels and stays at such a good height right there. Okay, so right there. Oh wait. Yeah, it's, if Falco is just like running and just like dashing back and shooting lasers, it's like, that's another instance where this first time he runs past you, like right there, the roll in there is a little unexpected and hard to react to. So like after you get hit by that first laser, that could be a time where like once you're in shield right here, well, right here you could honestly, since you're in shield already, this could be a good time. You don't want to be in shield when Falco is going to like pressure you with either a laser or a down air, and you're not sure which one, because like right here he could do laser, down air, or nair, and you don't really have a way of knowing. You just know that you're about to get attacked, and so a good option right here could be to wave dash out of shield to the left and like just kind of buy yourself a little more space, so that way if he comes in and hits you with if he like comes in with a nair or a down air, then you're wave dashing out of the way of that, and you're safe, and you might get a punish on him for it. And then if he shoots a laser like he does, then you either get hit by the laser and you get your movement halted, but you'll get it halted a little bit further to the left, which a little bit further to the left from where you were, like even you get like half of a wave dash, and you're out of range of that down air. And so it's just like wave dashing out of shield is a, or even just like rolling to the left there. That's honestly an okay spot to do a roll, because you're not gonna get caught out by the down air in your roll. He's not close enough to do that. But you just being in shield against Falco can be really good. Like if he's doing down airs on your shield and like punishable down airs and whatnot, and shielding there can be really useful. But giving you're just like kind of handing yourself to Falco right here by like shielding while he's not committed to something. It's like he can just do whatever he wants. He can laser to keep you in shield, and then if you try and jump out and back air like that, then you get caught by the laser, and then he gets a free punish. So that could honestly be a good like roll to the left. Yeah, I'm right there. The double jump up air on down air is so good. Another thing, you go for a forward tilt a lot of the ledge, which is a fine option, but I would consider down tilt if you're like trying to cover ledge a little more, because like there's a chance that a down tilt catches that Firebird. And there were just a couple recoveries, like a couple side Bs and some like up Bs against the wall on Fountain that you tried to low angled forward tilt and didn't hit with, that I think down tilt might have hit. And the pop up, the hitbox that down tilt hits them with, or like the trajectory it puts them at, is amazing for edge guarding. It just like pops them up, and then you just get to hit them. They're like right in front of you, so it can be just like another ledge coverage option to work in if you like have a bit of a stronger feeling that the Falco might be trying to get ledge. Then down tilt can be pretty good, and then it a lot of the times will like clank with side B, so you just kind of he gets back on stage, but sometimes you just like clank with the hitbox, and that's okay. Then you didn't get side bead, so would just keep down tilt in mind. Not necessarily like your best edge guarding tool by any means, but can be a good one. All right.
Missed the jump button.
So, well, right here, it's tricky because like it a lot of the times is just a 50-50. Like right here, Falco lasered you and you shielded, and in this instance, the shield worked out. It shielded you from the down air. But if Falco grabbed you right there, you're in a terrible spot. So it's shielding after laser is again kind of like just you almost not like give yourself to the Falco to be comboed, but like after a laser, Falco he just has so many options available, and so just be mindful that like if you shield, shield gets hard beat out by grab, or if he decides to go for a fade back down air after the laser, which laser force you into shield, fade back down air forward smash is like a very common little mini interaction. So all like instinctively shielding after a laser isn't the move, I would say. Like shielding after a laser can definitely be the move, but I wouldn't make it like your gut reaction, because like right here, a spot dodge I think would have also dodged this down air, and it would have dodged a potential grab, and likely would have dodged a shine or a nair as well. And so that would be a situation where I'd probably say spot dodge. And especially because like Nana's coming in right here, and so if you spot dodge this is another situation where like Nana, you see Nana coming in, and you know that she's not synced up with you, and so if you spot dodge right here, Falco's an extra hit lag from the Nana. You get a down smash right there, Falco dies. So, or maybe not dies, depends on how they're DIing, but there's a good chance if they're coming in like short hop down airing you and horizontally short hop down airing you, there's a good chance you're going to catch them on some bad DI with that down smash. Or even just some like not great DI. And not great DI on Falco at 63, that with a down smash, that's all you need.
Yeah.
So another instance of like Nana hit lag plus the spot dodge can be a deadly combo for Falco. You can really make the most out of him hitting you. Honestly, right there, in this situation, when you're right there, you do the up air to cover top platform, and then I don't know if you came to the ground because like you saw him go to the side platform, and like that's just a really tight reaction because he jumped back up to the top platform so fast. But like you don't often like double up air or even like triple up air, like jump up air and then double jump up air the top platform, and then like because the Falco looked pretty comfortable going back to the top platform after that first up air, and there's been a couple situations where I've been just in my head like, ooh, I think there could be a little more up air pressure on the top platform here, and so especially like Falco is going to abuse the hell out of that top platform, and so you want to be careful about doing like a double jump up air right there, because if the Falco didn't go back to the top platform, like right here, if Falco stays on the side platform and you go for a double jump up air to like cover the platform again, then it's pretty easy for him to just like nair you or just go down on your Nana and shine her and then start messing her up. But like even then, you could honestly just land with another up air. Like right here.
Even with the landing lag, is it?
Yeah, because if the Falco stays on top platform, you're fine, and then you can have Nana cover you because Nana's not doing an attack. So then you can have Nana do an up air after you and keep that coverage on your head, or do an up tilt or something. But up air is probably safer. So like you're gonna have up air end lag, but when you land, you're gonna have a Nana to do with whatever you want in this situation right here. So long as you keep her safe until you've landed, which an up air will do. It will also the landing up air. If the Falco stayed on this side platform right here and then went for like a nair on you, he would fall onto your up air because you'd be so low to the ground. So you would catch any side platform approaches that like went towards center stage. So you lock the Falco down with that up air to either staying on top platform or staying on the right side of the stage, and then you just react to whichever one of those ends up happening, and then cover that with your Nana to like cover your up air ending leg. Like you throwing out. Let me frame by frame that. Okay, that might have in this instance might have been like a tad too close to the ground. Honestly, hard to say if you would have landed before you hit him or not. But definitely something to keep in mind that like a lot of Falcos aren't going to expect you to do and I mean like a lot of people I think aren't going to really expect you to do landing up airs like that because of the end lag on it, and also they like usually don't think of up air in that way. They think of it as a like take space option or like pressure a platform kind of a thing, as a more like aggressive option, or even like a more like set defensive option. Up air here, I think would, or just like in general, landing up air can be really, really, really good, especially if you're in a situation like this where you have your Nana to cover your landing lag. But even then, it doesn't have like the worst landing lag in the world. And if you get a hit with the up air, then the landing lag is non-consequential. So landing up air, especially against Falco, who you're going to be like in a lot of situations where he's going to be coming on you with a down air like this, like I think you'll have a lot of situations for some landing up airs, and they can get you a lot of mileage.
When I get like shine downer and it doesn't knock down, why like I often air dodge out like due to pure muscle memory, and like I try to attack and I just air dodge to the side like an idiot. But like, what should I don't really want to jump out or like
Yeah, like right there.
yeah.
Um, Here you could. There are a couple things that I'll try and do in a situation like this. If it's not gonna knock you down, that's a situation where like if you beat Falco to the ground and get hit by that down air, then you're like that's another situation where you're like basically jumping into his down air at a non-knockdown percent, and you can use that against him. So right here on this one specifically, uh, and it's another just like against Spacies, SDI in against so many moves is so important. But like right here against this down air, stronger SDI down would have gotten you to the platform with the down air momentum. So you wouldn't have even like had the option of jump out or air dodge. You would just get like kind of teleported to the platform. And then in that situation, you'd probably not want to like down smash, but you would get a shield out, and then that shield could be your opening for like a shield drop up air or something, or a grab if he does some sloppy pressure, or shield drop down air, which is just so fast. So I would say in a situation where Falco's like trying to carry you to the platform like this, getting down to the platform and getting in a position to shield drop is probably your not like your safest option, but it's a consistently safe option. You do also have the alternative here of hard SDIing up and then trying to down air the Falco as you land. A little riskier, and down air does just get beat out by up tilt a lot, so probably not what I would like recommend as your go-to, but can definitely like you can a lot of your defensive mix-ups in Falco pillar combos come from your SDI. So like if you like you have the mix-up of SDIing down and getting to the platform fast and getting a shield out before this up tilt or shine comes out, or you can go up and then if the Falco like goes for an early up tilt, then you get a down air, and then you go off of that. Then you're in a scuffle rather than getting punished, and that's just way better. But it's tricky because yeah, sometimes you go for the tech and then it doesn't put you in knockdown, so you get that air dodge. I think can you can I've honestly never tried to tech with Z, but can you tech with Z?
Yes. It's like there was a debate about it on Twitter. But
Okay.
yeah, you can. It's like light press, so you don't get locked out
Yeah.
of the tech window, but you can't buffer tech. So
Okay. Well, that could be an option then
no,
in
wait,
those
wait, 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 no, I'm
situations.
an idiot. I'm an idiot. You can't tech with Z. No, no. I
Okay.
just
I
switched.
I,
Yeah,
I wasn't sure because it's like with it being an R macro, I wasn't sure because I was like, ooh, then you don't air dodge if you
it's
don't
like
get knocked.
it's analog R, so you can't tech.
Got it. Rip.
Yeah, the debate was about like hard L cancel and Z light press L cancel,
Right.
not tech. I just mixed it up.
The good weight on that roll there. He wanted you to roll, and like especially when they're pressuring you with their invincibility, like anyone pressuring you as ice climbers with their invincibility, they're waiting for a roll. They like if they don't immediately grab you, they are 9 out of 10 times hunting down whatever roll or spot dodge you do, and so just really nice weight on that. Oh.
He was waiting for. I was like,
Yeah, he
I,
was like, I'm getting this kill.
I drifted back and he was like, oh no, he's still going for it.
Oh god, make him stop. Screen share up for this one. Oh, I missed the first couple seconds. Was just in my volume. If you ever have
You're not
a
streaming
Falco,
anything.
oh, am I not?
Oh well, I don't.
You don't see anything?
Oh no, no, I do. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Um, if you're playing against, oh wait, what about it? Okay. Against the Falco that like, because at this point you're a few games in with him and you know he likes to side B a lot. Just grab. Honestly, just grab or down smash at the start, or even just like if you want to do something a little less committal, you can just like jab or forward tilt and then just run off the platform. Uh,
Like stay on the platform and then wow. Okay.
yeah, because if you know the Falco is like a Falco that's side Bing every game, or if like on Stadium and Battlefield specifically, because those are the edge cancel side Bs. Like on Stadium and Battlefield, when I play a Falco, whether I know that they're gonna do it or not, it's like I I just like half of the time will just call it out because if they do it, then I'm in such a good spot, like such a stronger opening than I would have gotten. And then if they don't, then I jabbed, and okay, then they got to the ground a little bit faster than I did. And so just a like more of a player thing, but Falco, a lot of Falco players love that side B, and so can definitely be a something you get like a you'll only get one punish off of it, I imagine, against the Falco. I don't think you'll have a Falco that will let you like hard punish you for that multiple times in one set. But that one initial stock lead is like that's a stock lead in a game. So you take what you get.
The up air was just missed.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm more looking at the like this following sequence right here. It's like right here, he went for the down air on your Nana, and you just are sitting here in shield. And like I understand that you weren't sure whether you were gonna get down aired or not, but I think it becomes like it's just a tight reaction time kind of a thing. But right there, like that's an option. That's an opportunity for you to get a backer out of shield while he's hitting your Nana. Uh, so, and that's another like just shielding against Falco. You want to show him the respect that he is Falco and can just murder you if he gets a good hit, but like you can't let him get free hits on Nana. If he's going to be attacking Nana, you either like ideally should be trying to do whatever you can to not necessarily just like get him off of Nana immediately, but like find the hardest way to punish Falco for what he's doing to your Nana. If that's like hitting him out and getting your Nana back, that can sometimes be the hardest punish is like saving your Nana. But there are times when like even just a well, yeah, the shield did save Nana from that shine, which is really nice. But if you did a backer, I don't think the shine isn't even an issue to begin with. So just if Falco's pressuring your Nana and you're a little separated out like that, that can be a good backer out of shield. Like right there. Nice. And I will say, I like that you're not like getting crazy for trying to edge guard the Falco. It's much better to do something like that, like cover one option safely, and Falco gets back, than like risk you lose your Nana because she got clipped by side B while you were trying to edge guard him. So like I like the restraint you show at the ledge because Falco recovery is amazing. It's so good. Just like the hitboxes on it.
Oh, he would always dare from ledge. Which I beat pretty hard, but he would still do it. So, whatever.
Yeah, and hey, then that's a great option to be able to beat. Oh, another thing. This is unrelated to this game, but in the first few games I watched, like the first couple VODs, you had a lot of really nice forward airs that grounded your opponent. And I know you said last time you don't jab reset, and
No,
I
still don't.
I was seeing that, and there were like so many forward airs where I was like, oh my god, if he jab resets there, then like that stock is just over.
Like the short hop ones or the full hop fast fall?
Either way, just like you get a lot of fairs that you were in those first three games at least, you were getting quite a few fairs that were like bringing Falco to the ground and knocking him down. That could have been some huge jab resets. So just after fair, I would say like if you're going for a fair that you think has a chance to ground the opponent, just like use that as your get ready to jab reset rather than reacting to if they go to the ground. Just react like, okay, there's a chance that this fair hits them to the ground. I'm gonna go for the jab reset like as soon as I land, because so many times with it being like a 2-hit and you like catch people off of techs a lot because they might be expecting to go up or just like miss their tech window because they were going for an L cancel or something, and you hit them out of their aerial. Like a lot. Some of the forward airs were on some down airs or nairs that just you beat out. And like just jab reset on forward air is just something to keep in mind. Because against spacies especially, it can just extend so many things so much further.
Yeah. Against Fox, I've been using so much more fair after like or less, and against Falco, I feel like the fairs would like short hop fairs, drift back would always get beat. Like I don't know if some of them hit in the games, but I feel like they would always get eaten by a laser because it's like frame 18 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the full hop fast full fair, especially when they're down and ringing, you just jump above and come down with a fair. It's
it's so good.
Yeah.
But that can be another situation where like if you're like keep getting beat out by laser with your forward airs, you can dash dance to like throw Nana in front of you and have her eat the laser as you come in behind her with a forward air. And that can be like an approach option you have against Falco, because like approaching Falco can be really hard with him just lasering, kind of stunting all of your wave dash momentum, and like sometimes he'll just down air in place, and it's really hard to get through with a lot of your grounded options. Um, and so short hop fair in can sometimes be an alright approach option. It can also catch them like trying to jump out or jump to a platform or something sometimes, depending on like the stage. Um, and so dash dancing and like getting that throw out where you like throw Nana out in front of you and that first initial confusion that she has, using that to get her to eat a laser and then just coming right after with a fair can be really powerful. And you have the ability to do it because you're dash dancing, and so can fair out of dash dance can be really strong. And using Nana to eat the lasers is really nice.
When I'm Sopo, should I try to play it like Luigi? Like I get laser and I F-tail or something like that, just trying to poke?
It's not a bad idea, because especially in a situation like this, like you're just looking to, ideally your goal here is to do your goal is just do as much percent to Falco as possible. With your Sopo, like even if it's just you get one hit, that's one hit closer to being out of crouch cancel percent, and you're already like a 141 Sopo. So any hit you get here is pretty equivalent to the rest of your stock. Even if it's like just a down air, that's 9% that you didn't have before, and that can be the make or break on A, grab mashing, or B, like crouch cancel percent, which are both such huge factors for Ices. So playing it like you get lasered and you forward tilt, and just like try and poke can be nice. I tend to find that like Falco's, their dash dancing gets like even better, I think, provided that you're able to power shield his lasers, which is a big like,
It's a myth.
yeah, like it's a myth. I agree
What's the famous
entirely.
window I read on the Discord that it was like crouching and facing away. It's like a 2-frame window and it's like the biggest one you have.
God,
It's
yeah,
bad. It's bad.
it's real bad.
The biggest is
But
two
even
frames.
you like, especially if you're playing, you can play it like a range as Sopo, where you can go for a power shield on the laser, and if you get the power shield, you can you want to play in a range that like you're not in, you don't really want to be as in his like run at you short hop down air or short hop nair range. You want to be like a little more outside of that than you've been playing as dual climbers, I think. Um, that way you give yourself like the room to go for a power shield, and if it misses, you don't just insta die for it. Because if you get that power shield, you can like you can be in a range where he's not in range to short hop punish you off of the like whiffed power shield, but you can be in a position where if you get it, you're just like a wave dash away from getting back in on Falco. So you want to be at like right around your max wave dash distance, give or take a tiny bit. If anything, uh, like a little, I don't want to say a little out of it, because then you're just giving Falco too much space. But like, don't you use your dash dance against Falco to like change the range you're playing at a lot, because that'll stop him from being like, okay, they're playing at this range, I can just shoot here and spam lasers. Because a lot of Falco, like against Sopo, if you give the Falco too much range, then they will just start lasering you until you approach them, and not a lot you can do about it unless you like power shield the laser and then you get an approach off of that. So I would say be play at a range, try and play at a range where you're not gonna get locked down by lasers, but where you can like afford to go for a power shield and miss and not like insta die. Because you get so much off of the power shield if you're able to react to it and go get him. Because especially if it's a Falco that's just spamming lasers at you, then they're going to get hit out of their next laser, and then they're going to be in the air and not going to be able to like immediately dash away. And so it can get really rough for them really fast at that point. And then you like wave dash in, grab, you've got an up throw, and suddenly you're like comboing the Falco. So I would say try and play like ever so slightly in and out of that range. And also put yourself like try and call out Falco like where he's gonna land with dash dances. Because if you can like that you have a lot more freedom to just dash dance as Sopo without risking your Nana because she's not there. But like it like really removes a lot of that burden of like, ooh, I don't know if I should be dash dancing here. Like it's such a good dash dance, and the biggest penalty for it doesn't exist anymore. So you get to like extra abuse it when you're Sopo. And dash dance grab on Falco as Sopo is so good. And then you get them to the point where they get comfortable around your dash dance grab. Then instead of dash dance grab, you dash dance pivot forward smash their hit that's trying to hit you out of your grab. Like they might overshoot a little bit and try and like down air your grab or nair your grab with their overshoot. But then if you just like whip out a pivot forward smash, then you thwack them on ID, probably not great DI, and so then they're probably going to get knocked down to the ground if they're at like a low 10% like this, or if they're at a mid percent, then you just go off of like whatever they're at. But yeah, pivot forward smash, dash dance grab, and power shield laser
And it's
are
down at 3%. I just checked.
what does
Forward smash.
forward smash.
Yeah.
God, I love that move.
I have like a sheet of like knockdowns that I made. Just
I love it. That's
copying
awesome.
them with I need data. It was. I like keep checking in the middle of the lesson where you're talking about down air. I just look at it. See the percent.
I love it. But yeah, so those are probably my three biggest like Sopo versus Falco things are pivot forward smash, dash dance grab, and power shielding lasers. But like power shielding lasers is not one that I even like consistently rely on, and where it's not like where I consistently get my openings against Falco as Sopo. But it's just the pressure of okay, every laser Falco shoots has a chance to get power shielded. That alone can like give you so much breathing room. Like you power shield one laser, especially if you manage to hit like the first or second one that Falco shoots at your Sopo, then you have him so much more scared to laser you. And even if it's like just a tiny bit, that's just a tiny bit of breathing room that you didn't have. Because laser against Sopo is just laser is just downright oppressive, and laser against Sopo even more so. Like laser, if Falco's just laser down tilting you, laser down tilt is amazing for Falco. And so just doing what you can to mitigate his like freedom with lasers is always huge. Right there, I think that's a situation where I probably would try and contest the Falco. Like right there with the fade you hit, you could have either like if you didn't have as much room to get out of the up tilt as cleanly as you did, you can just go for a down air if you know you're gonna like get hit by the Falco at least make him like take some percent for it and potentially like get out with the down air if you hit him and like get away fast enough. But you're probably, if you down air on a Falco in a pillar combo, you're probably gonna continue to get pillared. It's just sometimes it's either down air and get hit or do nothing and get hit. So you might as well like take the extra percent and get hit. But in this situation right here, the way the Falco went after that down air, and since you were at such a low percent, like that right there, that's a back air. And then Nana's not getting up tilted right there. And yeah, so at low percents like that, if you're getting pillared up really high, look for options, and like you can SDI to the right on that down air and give yourself even more room to, or just like SDI a little bit away from where you think Falco's landing. And like where he was coming from, if he's like going in and continuing to go in, just like SDIing towards the direction he approached you from. Sometimes that SDI can get you enough space to get out of back air, and that back air can be massive. It'll disrupt his pillar combo, which is already huge, and then you can sometimes get a really, really nice follow-up off of it. So a high up down air like that at a low percent, I would say like try and SDI out and back air, because the Falco's probably going to be going to shine or up tilt whatever you try and do. And so a well-spaced back air will beat those out. Yeah, it's tricky when Falco's like right in this exact situation.
I think I tried a nair, but I was just super slow.
Like nair out of shield.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it when they're like just on
Well,
me and I don't know what to do, but
right there, instead of nair, down air out of shield. Like you're fighting a Peach that's just down airing your shield. Like down air out of shield is so fast. It's insane. And so that would, and like you're under a platform right there, so you're not just like full hop down airing into midair with like no exit plan. Like you can get out and escape on that platform, and potentially even like get an edge cancel on either side of it, and then get something off of that, like edge cancel up air to immediately put like coverage above your head if the Falco tries and like jumps up and chases after you. But like in that situation, down air out of shield is, I couldn't tell you right there if it would beat out that shine. I don't know if it would, because just of the timing on it. But I think there's a chance that it would have. Let me see.
huh? Wait, did I release shield and put it? That was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Okay, so I think there probably still would have been too slow. But that could, like, that if the Falco is even like 2 frames slow right there, then he could be getting down aired. And so like I would recommend down air out of shield over nair out of shield as an out of shield option typically. Nair out of shield can be all right, but if you're going for fast out of shield option and should just like disrupt, because down air it like doesn't do any knockback, but it is just, it can be such a disruptive move. So it's a really good situation for it right there to be disruptive. Another thing, just watching when you're like off stage against Falco, like right here, I wouldn't go for this side B because you've got your jump. You can go for ledge. Like you can drop down, wait out, see what the Falco does, and then come up under the ledge and do a little up B. And because the Falco's like likely expecting you to side B because you've been side Bing, and also your ice climbers, like you're more often than not gonna side B. Um, but I would start to just as Sopo or just like trying to recover in general, keep in mind that you do, if you have your jump and you're like that close, you have the mix up of, okay, I can go low and then go for ledge and like come up under it. You can even, if you're like not feeling super safe about going to the ledge, but you really don't want to side B, like right here, you could drop down a little more and then jump up with an up air. And then you'd have to like jump a little earlier than you would to just jump up B. But you could like jump up with an up air and then up B to grab the ledge after that. And then hopefully beat out whatever down air the Falco does at the ledge with that up air. So recovering to ledge, and Ices have magnet hands. They can do some fucking ledge grabs that should not be happening.
Yeah.
So definitely something to just like keep as a recovery mix up in your mind. If you go for ledge all the time, you're gonna get fucked. But like catching them off guard with it can be really, really good.
I usually always try to keep my jump because I just think it's funny. They like always think I don't have it, and then it's just. Boop.
Yeah, and then suddenly you're like, oh shit.
Because like a recovery is side B, and they're so used to people like using their jumps with up B, so it's like I love it.
On so many people, after they hit you out of side B, they like expect your jump to be gone. Oh, rip. Right here, if Falco is, if he does a laser like that, I would be very careful about like trying to go in like that. Man, weird interact. Nana rolled left, and you were shielding mid. Like Nana's weird. But like right here, honestly, if you take a couple lasers there and then just see what the Falco does, that's okay. Like a couple, the 4 or 5% you're going to take from those 2 lasers can be worth the information of, okay, this Falco is either coming in and I now have a punish opportunity because I didn't put myself in center, or the Falco is just going to keep shooting lasers. And like sometimes you need to know that they're going to keep shooting lasers to be able to play around it. But you can get them into that sense of security, like, okay, I'm in laser mode now, and not in like go in hard punish mode. But after like the first or second laser, you don't really you don't know for sure. But like once you've tanked 2 lasers and you're still like standing where you were and not in center, then you can like go to platform if the Falco keeps lasering to just like force something different out of him, and then you can try and like approach him from the air with a forward air. Could try and like go in and get a down air on him or something.
Do you not recommend like ice block? That's often what I do when like a Falco's just shooting lasers at me from like pretty far. I just shoot ice blocks.
It can be all right, especially like one of you gets lasered, the other one shoots out an ice block. That's like the safest way to do it, because you don't want to get Falco comfortable with your ice block timing. If you're just like throwing out undesynced ice blocks that are just like you're ice blocking and not covering yourself with something else in some way, uh, then that is like a big opening for Falco, because all he has to do is just, instead of shooting a laser, he's just got a full hop into stage, and then he's got an all right position on you. So definitely ice block can be really nice there. If you like have one of your climbers eat the laser, and then the other one shoot an ice block right after that. That would be the way I would try and do it. Nice. I love the forward air out of shield. Forward air out of shield is like short hop forward air out of shield is so scary. You're covering a space that they are not expecting to be covered with such a good hitbox. Okay, so right here, I think this would be one of the situations, just to like give you an idea and point it out, where like this is a down air where, since you're getting put into knockdown, you probably want to try and SDI this one up, so that way you have time to get out a down air, or maybe even a forward air. In this situation, you don't have time to get a forward air. But at some percents, like if you were at a slightly lower percent and you SDI up hard enough, you could get a forward air out and like forward air the Falco's up tilt or whatever they go for. But in this situation, I would say your best bet here is just a hard SDI up as much as you can, and then down air to try and trade with this up tilt. Because you're probably going to get hit by this up tilt after getting hit by that down air. That's just Falco. But if you can make him eat something for it, then always better. Nice. Oh, see? Nana's on it. She is on it. She knows. And see, it's so good. Oh.
Nah, I wanted him to hit me to go back to a ledge, but...
Yeah. Yeah, and that, love that you had that instinct, because that can be like, shielding in the corner can be like on paper bad, but if you're doing it with that intent, it can be so good. And you can, as Icy's, like you had one on the last stock, actually, not like the final stock, but the previous stock. Like you had one spot where you like did a shield in the corner that was like, at first I was like, ooh, that was kind of gave him the pressure, but then I was like, oh wait, no, you can just go to ledge off of that. I think it was like, yeah, it was this one, because if this had been down air and you had done like if you had done a more of a light shield and gotten yourself pushed back a little further and like shield DI'd and like tried to get to ledge, I think you could have gotten to ledge with that. And in this instance right here, that's a very nice option, because with that little walk forward that you did, there is now safe room for the Falco to land behind you. Like, that little walk forward you did gave him the room to like more freely cross you up. So there, that would be another situation where if you think you're going to get pressured in the corner like that, then you can like try and force yourself to the ledge off of a hit and then get something off of that. It's tough because you've also got your Nana, so like harder to say like what a sound call is in this instance where Nana is just like Falco can do whatever he wants to Nana right now. But knowing that Nana's probably or like for sure gonna get hit right there, that could be a good light shield, throw yourself to ledge, and then hit the Falco for hitting your Nana.
Mm.
So
I never liked shield. That's a really good idea.
yeah, it gets you. You can be in a situation like that where you're like pretty far away from the ledge, and you kind of Yoshi it, where you just not to the same extent, but you just zip yourself to the ledge, and then your Icy's on the ledge, and that's like can be.
I like that.
You have a lot of good options there, yeah. Here, one thing, like right here, I like not immediately like going for something because you're not really sure what the Falco's doing yet. But a really a couple things you could do here is while you're waiting for Falco to decide what he's doing, you could just spot dodge. Like if you spot dodge right here and then get Nana to do an up smash, then you can cover the platform so much easier because Nana's up smash will cover if the Falco like gets up in place or rolls to the left, and then you can just cover the right side of the platform or a get up attack with like a double jump forward air.
That's big brain. That's yeah.
Well, you had the big brain of like wait because like I think in most people in that situation are just gonna like go for the blood, especially when they're like this far down and needing to get hits to make a comeback. It's like the Falco did a really good wait, and you did a really good wait on that wait. And I don't think the Nair was like bad here. It was really close to getting him. You just got the shield out in time, and I think you might have needed to be like a little closer for the Nair to have hit him. But you've got that instinct to wait, and so with that time that you're using to wait, you're ice climber, so you can be setting up some like kind of whatever you want, but like on Stadium especially, having Nana up smash half of the platform gives you so many better options to hard cover the rest of the platform. So that way that entire platform is just fucked for that Falco. And another, like right here, if you're unsure of where exactly the Falco's gonna like land, if it's ambiguous if he's gonna land on this platform or not, if you're playing on like Yoshi's or Stadium or Fountain, then an up smash right there can like cover both Falco landing right next to you. Well, you would want to turn around up smash because that forward hit of up smash blows and like the forward hitbox of it, but like the hitbox where it ends and is behind you is like how it should be in the front.
Yeah, it's like
And
when respawn is, you just turn around for the up smash.
yeah, so like that could be a situation where you turn around and you up smash, and then if the Falco, like it doesn't really matter which area the Falco ends up on, like the ambiguity doesn't really do him any good if you do an up smash there. Granted, the up smash doesn't cover shorten at all, and so if you up smash and he shortens, then he just gets a free recovery. But you're covering, the Falco is going for the ambiguity here, and is like trying to mix you up on like, ooh, you don't know where on the stage I'm gonna be, and so that's a pretty safe call out to most of that ambiguity. And also, you're not going to be able to cover every single option a Falco has when recovering. So picking those options where you're covering like a good chunk of the options really well, and also keeping yourself safe if you get it wrong. Like if you don't, if he shortens, then okay, you whiff an up smash, and then he's on ledge, and you like go back, give yourself a little space, and then try and put on some ledge pressure. So, uh, just in that specific situation for the ambiguity, but in on stages like Dreamland or Battlefield where like you can't do the up smash is guaranteed to like catch the ambiguity, then short hop forward air is also a really good option.
Hmm.
It has that height and that strong hitbox, and you can cover both the platform and the space right in front of you really well. And also you can uh, mix it up and like you can do like a like a retreating forward air, uh, or you can do like an aggressive at the ledge forward air if you think that they're going to shorten. So like if you've if they like hit that ambiguity, and you've like got them, you've done a punish to where you think they're going to shorten now instead of like try and mix you up where they're going to go, then like you can cover the the shorten with the same option. Like you get the time to you can like have that be your base reaction to like that, and then you can use the time to be like, all right, am I going to go in or back rather than what am I going to do. That decision making is like not what move you're going to use, but what options you want to cover with that move, because you can cover like so many. It's just which ones you're going to choose there.
Hmm.
um but yeah, any like questions sticking out for you right now or anything?
Nah, I feel pretty good about it.
Nice.
Nah, that was
Well, cool.
yeah. I
Glad
hope
to
it'll have
help.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it'll have the same effect as it did for Fox, because now I like actually enjoy that matchup and understand a bit more
Oh, hell
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
I
I'm so happy to hear that the Fox
no,
advice has
I
been
really
helpful.
dislike that matchup, and I guess well today I felt kind of okay against Falco, but usually I just wanna quit out when I find a Falco. But
Yeah.
yeah, against Fox, like I actually enjoy the matchup now. I like even when I get ranked up against like I get ranked up against Meaty, who's like you might have heard as Miad, like he was Armada's practice partner that played Marth.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got to play as Fox, and it was like pretty fun, even though I got beat down. Like,
Nice.
I, it just feels so much better.
Yeah. Like even if you're getting your ass beat, understanding it is like it can be
Yeah,
so much fun, even if you're just getting absolutely thrashed. Just like having a better understanding of why you're getting thrashed and like where from. It's yeah, it makes all the difference.
and yeah, I just enjoy the Fox matchup now, so it's super cool.
Hell yeah, it's a fun matchup. There's so many like little fast paced things that go into it, and it's really fun to play.
Huh.
And you
Well,
both fuck each other up super hard, and that's always fun.
yeah. Well, I hope, really hope it's the same for Falco.
I hope so too. Good luck on the local on Sunday. I'm
Yeah,
excited to hear how that goes.
yeah. Oh, did you
And if
see
you're
the?
able to get any vots from it, then sick. If not, obviously no worries. But like, I don't know if they would. I guess there's a
Mm,
good chance they just are running them on Slippy and like have all of the Slippy files.
yeah, I really don't know how the setups are. I couldn't find any info on that. I mean, I could just ask, but I don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
I've already asked like so many questions, so I don't want to be furthermore annoying in the Discord. But
Right.
I'll see, and I'll see the matchups, because like a lot of matchups I feel pretty confident in, like Peach Puff. I love those matchups. It's
Nice.
just
Hey,
like
great matchups to love playing.
I mean, Peach is weird. Like it snowballs so hard, but I feel like I do as well. Like sometimes I'll feel like yeah I'm doing pretty well, and I just look at the stock count and it's like 4 stocks. But like it doesn't feel bad. So it's like
Yeah.
I still get destroyed, but like it doesn't. Like I'll have those moments where I don't get hit at all for like 1 minute and I just completely destroy the peach. It feels amazing.
Uh, yeah, it's such a good feeling.
I had a stock like that. It's just probably the best stock I've ever played. Oh, wait, can you review it?
Yeah.
You're like the peach the no, not peach puff, the icy's puff expert.
Oh
So
God.
no, wait, no,
Uh,
icy's peach.
Icy's Peach, yeah.
I
I am
I
the opposite of the Icy's Puff Master.
I love that match. I mean, it was like I already told you last time. It was like the first ever time I played icy's. It was like against a puff I usually played in for with Fox.
Yeah.
Since that session, I've never touched Fox. I mean, I never play secondaries really on. I probably should, but yeah,
Hey, I
no.
mean,
I
if you're making it work and if you're having fun with the matchup, then like you're fine to keep playing it.
yeah, it really doesn't feel bad, honestly. It's just I don't know. I love the matchup, the puff matchup. I need to play it more. I posted it like I sent you the.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, I love it. Oh, you called it out so hard. Damn. Oh, yeah. And against Peach, it's like you feel on top of the world
Yeah,
after that.
yeah, that's like pretty much it. It was amazing.
And it's like she goes in and gets 3 good hits and evens it up. But for that, until she does that, you're on top of the world.
Yeah, that's it. Also, like, did you see the message I posted on Discord about Slug? Like,
Yes, I did. I
when
appreciate that. I'm meaning to get back to him.
yeah, it was like, actually, like when I finished the first lesson, I posted it on Twitter, and it got like 15 likes because Metafy, like, they often name search, and so they found my tweet
Oh,
and then
okay.
retweeted it. But, like, it was Zuppy, like the Canadian fox. Like, he tagged Slug, and then Slug said, "Well, I messaged him, he didn't answer." So I was like, "Oh God, I gotta DM him about
Oh,
it."
rip. Yeah, I appreciate that because I there was a couple of weeks, and I think in the time when Slug messaged me, because I went back, I saw your message, and then like went back and was typing up a message to Slug and got distracted, and I just haven't gotten back to it. And that's how it's been with the Slug messages. I've been like, oh yes, I need to get back to him, and just haven't. So I will do that. Appreciate the
You,
reminder.
you gotta make him switch back to Ices for Peach.
Oh, is he not going Ices for Peach?
Nah, he's going Fox. For like he's been going for 3 months. Though I checked his stream and like JFlex, who goes Sheik, who goes Puff, Peach sometimes, and they just played it out, I guess. But like I see him practice just Fox against Peach, so I
Okay.
guess it's done. He doesn't really like the matchup, I guess. But
Well, that's fair. I can't
yeah,
say I blame him. I love Icy's Peach, but I don't blame any Icy's
yeah,
for not.
it feels like a matchup where it's fun to play but not fun to win. Like
Yeah,
when you have to win, it probably feels a lot different. It's probably the same for Puff too.
yeah. But
But
just like raw playing the matchup, it's fun.
yeah. Okay.
Well, hell yeah. I hope the local goes well,
Yeah,
and
I'll keep
I
you
hope
all
this
up.
all helps.
I'll send a message. Say how
Hell
it
yeah.
went.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
you have
thanks.
you have a great day. If you have any other like Falco questions, or any questions like going into the local, like anything, any like, or if you like know you're going to be fighting a character, be like, hey, just like one sentence to keep in my head. What do I do? Like, just hit me up. I got you.
Okay. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. Good luck. See ya.
Thanks. Bye. That was fun.